Hello everyone, Shinto Bean here playing some more Warhammer combat cards. The second warlord we are going to be taking a look at in this new season of Ranked in casual mode is the Honored Aun'va. This is a Tau warlord. He came out quite a while ago, and he was pretty popular when he was first released. He has a fun special rule that converts incoming damage into attack power, as long as it's of the same attack type. So he's actually kind of the opposite of the Psychomancer. The Psychomancer defends your units against attacks that you don't have, but Aun'va increases the damage based on attacks that you do have. And where the Psychomancer is strong against Psychic, that is Aun'va's kryptonite. He is useless against Psychic decks. So he received a pretty significant boost, just like the Psychomancer did. His trait, or his special rule, used to increase the damage of your units by 25%. Now it's 40% of the damage that they're taking gets converted into attack power. So I'm looking forward to testing this out. Obviously, units that have both ranged and melee will benefit the most from this. Recently, I think, especially with Dark Strider, the Tau aircraft have been gaining a lot of popularity, and you don't really see the battlesuits quite as often, I think. But these battlesuits work the best with Aun'va. We've got the Riptide battlesuit here, extremely powerful, has precision shot, massive amount of health and damage. And then we've got the standard battlesuits. We got the Ghost Keel with Scout, the Broadside battlesuit with Barrage, and then the Krutox Rider also I think works pretty well. It has a lot of health, and with the Berserk it can gain plenty of extra damage throughout the match from both the special rule and its trait. And then finally with the final leftover points are just thrown in this Kroot Carnivore for some extra ranged support. So let's go ahead and deploy and see how the new and improved Aun'va does in battle. Again, this is casual mode, so the AI is going to be deploying all three cards at the beginning. And we're up against Chaos. Forces of Chaos led by Abaddon the Despoiler. Let's take a look at this guy. Level 6. Okay, that's a very high level warlord. Alright, and they have the initiative. So one thing about Aun'va is that even though he's actually just fine going second, because his counterattacks will be more powerful. So having a low initiative deck is not really even a bad thing with Aun'va. So putting down my high health units first, and let's see. I think we're gonna go with the Ghost Keel battlesuit. See how this works out. Riptide is going to be firing off its precision shot for 87 damage. And the traits are kind of triggering in a wacky order. That's the way it is in casual mode. Alright, so we're getting hit by these attacks, and 40% of that damage is turning into a melee attack. The Krutox Rider, of course, also gaining 9 attack stats from Berserk. So he took a bit of damage there because of the melee boost they got from the Fleshhound. But able to hit back pretty hard, a lot harder than Tau normally would be able to do. Right now you can see our melee attack can deal a total of 120 damage. Obviously, we want to go with the ranged here, but on their turn, if they continue going melee, we're just going to keep hitting them harder and harder each time. And we're already down to the last two bodyguards. It's a pretty small deck that we are facing here. Let's see what they are. Karn the Betrayer and the Bloodthirster. Some really big units here, and yeah, that Ghost Keel is going to be hitting back for 60 damage, the Riptide for 85 damage. That is so much damage. And the Krutox Rider, 84. That is ridiculous. Okay, so now already Abaddon is going to be deploying to the field. He's going to hit with a really big Furious Charge. That's 72 damage. So, game's not over yet. Let's see here. If we go for the melee attack, we'll be able to deal quite a bit. But unfortunately, yeah, they'll kill pretty much everything in the counterattack. So, let's see. I think we're gonna go with. Oh man, the Riptide's gonna die though. Either way, tough decisions here. I think we are gonna go just with the ranged attack. And hopefully we'll be able to take out Abaddon. He does have a whole lot of health at level 6. And they are gaining +7 to their attack stats every time Abaddon attacks. Alright, so what do we have left? Something with taunt would really be useful right now, but I did not put anything in there, in here with the taunt. That might have been better choice instead of the crew carnivore. We're putting down... Oh, they're going for the ranged attack. Okay. Quite a bit of damage with the ranged. But we're counterattacking for a lot of damage as well. The broadside battlesuit dealing 81 damage. It's going to be a pretty close game, actually. Alright, so... Question is... Let's see, this Bloodthirster deals 31 damage. Alright, got the Inspiring Presence. And the ranged boost. Are they going to have enough attack to kill off Aun'va with 2 attacks? That's the big question here. 111 damage. Okay, so we could go for the ranged attack, but that's kind of... It's a little risky. I mean, we could calculate it out. 111 plus 7 plus 61. But they also have a bit of a melee boost. So I think that's a little bit too risky. And so instead, I am just going to ready. I'm guessing they will go for the melee attack, but that will give Aun'va himself a pretty big boost to his damage. So all of our bodyguards are going to get slaughtered, and Aun'va is also very low on health, but look at that, 87 damage, wow. Boom! And he just takes down Abaddon with a counterpunch. Didn't even have to wait till our turn. And the AI, of course, is unable to realize that. You know, usually if you have lethal, enough damage to take out the enemy warlord, they will not attack. But in this case, because we gained lethal from their attack, the AI basically committed suicide. So, yeah, definitely a lot stronger than before. And we have a Tau campaign this week, so I'm looking forward to trying him out in that with a bunch of battle suits. Should be pretty fun. I'm just glad that I didn't have to play against Aun'va with this massive buff, because in the campaign that would just be a nightmare. This guy is really difficult to beat. Unless you're running Psychic, of course. But yeah, let me know what you think of this change, if you think it's well-deserved, and whether or not it will be enough to convince you to play as Aun'va this season. Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.